Hello friends, this is Nilanjana and you are watching Biostudy Pathshala. In our previous some videos, we have covered about codominance, incomplete dominance, test cross and back cross. So let's get to know what we are going to cover in today's episode. So you have seen today's topic is epistasis. So what is epistasis? Epistasis is a topic of genetics and this topic is slightly difficult to understand. So in our today's session and this series of epistasis we will do and we will learn through board work. So let's learn epistasis.
So what is epistasis? First, epistasis is kind of gene interaction and this interaction must be non-allelic gene interaction. So here we can get these two words. What is the meaning of these two words? Gene interaction means if two or more than two genes interact to give a particular phenotype. That means two or more than two genes are involved for a particular trait. And what is the meaning of non-allelic? To understand this non-allelic form, we have to draw homologous chromosomes. So now these two are homologous chromosomes. On these two chromosomes, for example, here A gene is found. That means in this particular locus of this chromosome, A gene is found. And as it is again homologous chromosome of this chromosome, that means on this particular locus again we can find out the another variety or the same variety of A gene. For example, here we can find out the small a allele of A gene, that means recessive form of A gene. That means these are allelic form. What is the meaning of allelic form? For example, A is gene and this has two variety. One is dominant A allele, that is capital A, another one is recessive A allele, that is small a allele. So these two alleles we can find out on a particular locus of two homologous chromosome. These are allelic interaction. And what is about the non-allelic interaction? For example, here on this particular locus we can find out B gene, another gene or another locus gene. So as this is again the homologous chromosome of this particular chromosome, that means on this locus we can find out another variety or the same variety of B gene. For example, here we can find out recessive variety of B gene. So here A and B gene will be non-allelic forms. That means completely two forms of two another genes. And the epistasis is kind of gene interaction, especially non-allelic gene interaction. So here in case of epistasis, two genes are involved for a particular trait. Here maybe two genes or more than two genes can be found. But it is kind of gene interaction. That means here something special found. What is this? The actual meaning of epistasis is to stand upon. So what is the meaning of stand upon? Its another meaning is to mask. So what is the meaning of mask? Mask means kind of suppression. So who can suppress to whom? As we assume there are two genes, A and B genes. For example, A can suppress the effect of B gene or A can mask the effect of B gene's expression. That means here A is kind of superior than B gene. That means the epistatic level of A gene is greater than B gene. So in this case, A gene is suppressing the B gene's expression. So the A gene will be epistatic gene. So what is the epistatic gene? Which gene masks the effect of another gene's expression is known as epistatic gene. And as the B gene is masked by the A gene, that means the B gene will be hypostatic gene. That means it is kind of inferior gene, or it cannot show its effect in the presence of a gene. So this is about the basics of epistasis. Now, on the basis of the interaction, epistasis is of mainly 4 types. So what are the types of epistasis? Let's learn. First is dominant epistasis. Next one is recessive epistasis. Third one is duplicate dominant epistasis. And fourth one is duplicate recessive epistasis. Sorry, this one will be duplicate dominant epistasis, and the fourth one will be duplicate recessive epistasis. So these are mainly 4 types of epistasis are found in case of genetics, and very rare kind of event this is dominant and recessive epistasis. So total 5 types of epistasis are found in case of genetics. The epistasis event is non-Mendelian interaction. So what is the meaning of non-Mendelian interaction? As we have all known that Mendel proposed 2 laws. First one is law of segregation and second one is law of independent assortment. And he also proposed 2 type of crosses. These are monohybrid cross and dihybrid cross. And the phenotypic ratio of monohybrid cross was 3:1, while in case of dihybrid cross it was 9:3:3:1. But in case of epistasis, the phenotypic ratio do not follow this ratio. That means in case of epistasis we cannot get the phenotypic ratio is 9:3:3:1. We can get the phenotypic ratio, the modifications of the Mendelian ratio. So in case of dominant epistasis, the phenotypic ratio is 12:3:1. In case of recessive epistasis, the phenotypic ratio is 9:3:4. In case of duplicate dominant epistasis, the phenotypic ratio is 15:1. In case of duplicate recessive epistasis, this ratio will be 9:7, and in case of dominant recessive epistasis, the phenotypic ratio will be 13:3. So these all are 5 types of epistasis and 5 types of modification of dihybrid cross phenotypic ratio we can find out through this epistasis procedure.
So in our today's class, we have learned about the basics of epistasis. Hope that this video can clear your concept on basics of epistasis. As we have learned that there are 4 types of epistasis, so we will learn these types of epistasis one by one and one in each episode. So if you want to learn epistasis with better clarity, stay tuned with Biostudy Pathshala, and if this video seems to be helpful for you, then do share and do like and do subscribe this channel if you are new to this channel. So till then, thank you.